Let's see. I got 30 minutes to y'all. Literally 30 minutes. So this is a continuation of a post that I posted today, like a few seconds ago. It's called Define Me. If you can, define me. How can you define me? But it's not even about define me. That's just the title. My titles be spooky. It'd be cockadoodle, honestly. It's not because my topic is a range of so many things. Hold on. Yeah, my topic is like it ranges, it carries on because it's like so much information. It's like one link into another. It's like a rope tie to another rope to another rope. It's like these trees right here. You don't think that each plant is communicating to the next one, but they actually communicating with not just the plants over here and trading with each other. They also communicating all the way down to this field right here and beyond that. So they trade if one is not getting enough water, because California don't get enough water out here. So the plant that holds enough water, that have the deepest roots, that roots that goes all the way down to the bottom, not bottom, but it goes deeper than any other roots. They are more likely to extract or suck in, or yeah, you know what I mean. They're more likely to suck in the water that's underneath, that's deep down inside where some of these little plants cannot get to. So what does that tell you? That tells you that these plants, maybe this plants right here will have more minerals, where the other plants that's a little bigger, the biggest tree will have more water. So they basically trade with each other, and they've been doing that for millions of years. And it's like it's like they are the first internet, basically. There's so much communication going on that you cannot even see it. You feel me? I know that was bugged out. That's a lot to say. But that's how I'm saying my information sometimes it's like that's the reason why I went in that discussion in the first place. But my information sometimes when I speak about a certain topic and I'm on a subject, the subject has a lot of connection to it. You feel me? Just like these plants and these trees and this grass sometimes. So it ranges. So my topic sometimes, if I put a topic or a title up, sometimes it doesn't really define the whole conversation. But it's just to capture, like I just, define me. And that's kind of like, I'm like, or talk to me. And these people just, it's like I paint a picture and you see it from your perspective. And if you see negative, then it tells you who you are as a person. You feel me? But if you see, wow, define me. What does he mean, define me? And if you read it, you should see, like, define me. How can somebody define me? You feel me? So my topic is more like just to raise a question. It's to tingle your thoughts. Like, you feel me? But I'm not trying to tingle your emotions. You feel me? Because I'm sorry. We're not going to indulge in that. We're not going to encourage that kind of behavior. Because I done seen people cry for a movie and use the same tears to cry for somebody that died in real life. So your emotions can't even tell what is what and what is real. You feel me? Like, how can you use the same tears that comes out your eyes to cry for a movie based on fiction, but it was so good that you emotionally felt like you was there? It could be gunshots on TV, bah, 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 and people just jump. And it could be gunshots in the streets and somebody would be like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on? So you're using the same emotions, whether it's real or it's not. Sometimes your emotions probably can't even tell the difference until somebody make clear to you that this is real and this is not. But that's not where I'm trying to go, where this nigga going. That's not where I'm trying to go, but where this nigga going. And that was not a rhyme, by the way. That was real talk. Real talk. But look, man, this is a continuation of Define Me. And that's just I titled it that. You feel me? When people hate on you, shower them with love. That's the answer. Shower. I know it hurts. Be like, damn, this motherfucker. But free yourself, man. It's not only a liberation for you. It's not only a liberation for them. You also liberating yourself. You freeing yourself. You are basically setting yourself free. That's what you're doing. You are basically giving yourself some sunlight. You feel me? Giving yourself the things that you need to grow. You giving yourself the vitamin D's that you need. Feel me when it comes to the girls. Just vitamin D, as in just the real vitamin D. Like when you sunlight, you get the vitamin D, whatever. But you giving yourself the minerals and the nutrients that you need when you shower and forgive people for the things that they do to you. You feel me? It's very, very important. It's very important. Because at the same time, as you do that, the person that hates you, really, it backfires on their plan. Because now they have no more excuses to do the things that they're doing. You feel me? You cannot do what you, like, it's crazy. You cannot use that excuse anymore about that person no more. Because that person is showering you love. He's showering you out. He's coming, showing you some love. He's showering you money. He's congratulating you. He is in your business, buying your stuff. He's like, hey, have a nice day. That was a lovely dress. Da da da. Like, you're not doing sarcastically. You have to do it meaningfully. Because some people just do things out of spite. A person will help you in spite of somebody else. You feel me? Knowing that you don't even need any help, but the person that really needs the help could be watching, and they will help somebody else just so that they can see your face and be like, look, 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 he's mad. He is mad. And it's like, no, you did that out of spite to make that person mad. You feel me? That's another topic on its own. People do shit like that. It's crazy. You feel me? And you shouldn't even want to. If you can't provide for yourself and you have some form of a disability, then you probably have to depend on other people. But if you have the will and a God in you, then you should do it on your own. Honestly, that's what I'm saying. So don't depend on anybody else and everything else like that. Da, da, da. But people will do things out of spite, not just help. They will do things out of spite, just so that you can be mad. Like, a nigga will sleep with your girl out of spite. And I know, I just had to say that, but it has nothing to do with anything. But they don't really want her. They just did it because out of spite of you. You feel me? So people do things out of spite. I'm not talking about that kind of stuff right now. I'm talking about people that you know your haters and everything else. They bona fide do not like you. And they're doing stuff to you that everybody know that these people do not like you. They will befriend you and everything else like that. And all that stuff. They know they do not like you. Do not return that favor. I said flavor. Yeah, do not return that flavor. Do not return that favor, actually. Because the flavor of love, no. Let me stop. Do not return that favor. But shower them with love. Shower them with love. You feel me? Shower them with love. You don't have to. You don't have to return that favor to them. But always keep your truth. But never return that favor to them. Never act out in bitterness. Never speak down upon them like they spoke down upon you. You feel me? The best thing for you to do is to make sure that you compliment them. You feel me? Be a service to them. You understand? That's what the Bible always say. The Bible said you should serve. Even a slave should always respect his master. Even though it doesn't necessarily mean a slave as in the modern, not the modern day, the slave that we know of. That's not even slave. That was more like torture. That's more like you having a prisoner in your possession. Then you change the wording of it and you said it's a slave. They always do that. They change the wording of it and say, oh, these people were stolen and brought to another place. Yeah, those were your prisoners of war, basically. Then you treated them however you want to treat them, as property, as cattle, or whatever you want to call it. Then you try to demonize them. Then you make sure that they didn't know how to read and make sure that they was illiterate so they wouldn't be able to fight for themselves and everything else like that. So that's not a form of slavery. That was something that we can't even describe, but they named it as slavery. But the Bible said that a slave should always respect his master and do as his master tells him. Even if somebody's treating you bad, it's up to you. There's always a gift in something that we have not explored yet. Because we always want to fight back and be like, nah, fuck that, man. I'm not going to stay there and see what could happen if I act good as a slave. And no. This has nothing to do with the slavery of any human being. You feel me? A slave is just a person that serves. You feel me? Use the servants to somebody else. So I'm a slave to the money. Look at me. I'm about to go to the work right now. Some people could be a slave to church. So it's like something that you need. That's what a fucking slave is. So what they call as a slave, the people that they call slave in the history books, that's a lie. They try to minimize what they did to those people. You feel me? So next time when you hear slave, do not think negative. Some people are like, slave, slave, slave. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, man. Your people were slave. Almost everybody was. Everybody somehow, some way was a slave. You were slave to something. Some people are slave to drugs. Some people are slaves to sex. Some people are slaves to just hate. They just gotta be some hating ass nigga. Some people are just slaves to being nosy. They don't even get paid for it. I can understand a news person. Like, so shout out to Wendy Williams, and sorry, my condolences to her family and everything else. Yes, I had to do a moment of silence real quick. But I can understand someone like Wendy Williams who get paid for gossip news. You feel me? You know what I mean? Like, she wouldn't be a slave to that's her job. But I'm just saying, you could be a slave to something where you're not getting paid for, you're not getting no compensation for. It's just something that you do out of the kindness of your heart. But at the same time, it's like we choose the wrong things. So that's when it becomes a slave. You feel me? That's like the opposite of service and shit. You could be a slave to fast cars, like you're obsessed with it. You feel me? You could be a slave to woman. Like, it's just, you know what I mean? It's, they try to minimize it. Like, we gotta look at the definition and see it from our point of view. We have to read the Bible and see from our point of view. You can interpret it, or you can watch somebody else, and everything that you see is something that God wanted you to see, and you have to see the true meaning in that. But back to what I was saying before I lose focus, because it's like I told you, man, there's so many connections to things sometimes. It's like you could get lost in it, you feel me? And it's a blessing to have a mind where you can talk about these things and still come back to the point where you're trying to make. Because that's very hard to do. And I'm very impressed with people that I watch on YouTube where sometimes when they deviate, even when I was watching the host, I think the black media is leading. Like, let me just give a shout out to y'all. Like, y'all niggas is really doing your thing. The topic that y'all raising and the things that y'all speaking about during this pandemic is like so important, so helpful. Relationship and the children's and everything else like that. I just feel like, yo, this is so, it feels so good to see black do it. Like, and it's not just doing it, y'all doing it so successfully, and it matters so much that even the hater can't even hate. It's like they can't hate on that because that shit is so effective. So I just had to give a shout out to black media. But you see how the connection is. I had to deviate again and then bring it back again. Then, you feel me? It's so many things, but it's a wonderful thing to have a mind where, you know what I mean, where the person can always bring it back, like a host, like I was saying, black media, Dr. Boyce Watkins. If he was hosting a panel, he always bring it back to the main topic itself, because sometimes things do deviate. So when he brings it back to the main topic itself, I'll be like, oh, that was very smart, because I even forgot the main reason, because it'd be so good when it deviate to other topics. You're like, yeah, that one was good, but it's like, damn, that's like a whole nother show we could do on that topic. But even going in that direction, it's even difficult for me to even remember the reason why I started it. But thank God, like I said, thank God for a mind where you can always bring it back. And the main reason why I even went on this journey was when people do something to you. That's the main reason why I came. I'm basically talking about this. But when people do something to you, you have to shower them with love. Always remember that. Always shower them with love. You feel me? I had to bring it back to the topic because you can get lost in the web of thoughts and information. And I also want to talk about another deviation. God damn. I want to know. They say ignorance is bliss, right? So bliss is the definition of bliss is like happiness, like true happiness. That's bliss. So if ignorance is bliss, then is it bad to have too much information? That's what I want to talk about. I really want to talk about that. I think it's very, very important. How can ignorance be true happiness? That's the definition of blitz. Blitz, B-L-I-S-S. Forgive me, I speak a lot of languages. That's my excuse for not being able to pronounce. You feel me? So, you shower them with love. They shower them with love. But I would like to talk about the blitz part. Now I'm about to come back to them real quick because I just gotta remind them. But anyway, shower them with love. Always shower them with love. Do not participate in the ignorance of their antagonism, because they're going to antagonize you. They're going to try to intimidate you. They will try to form a group against you. They will try to form a collision against you. You know what I mean? But do not get intimidated. You feel me? Always shower them with love. You feel me? Because once you give in, then that's it. You feel me? It wouldn't be that, but you always have. Look at that. That guy been there just waiting, acting like he's not there, but he's waiting and waiting, patient, plotting, and that's what they do. You just gotta be careful. Dig? So always shower them with love. You feel me? Cause they will try to make all the noise in the world. We all know that the nigga that makes the loudest noise in the room is the most scared. So they'll try to make themselves bigger than who they are and what they are. Feel me? But do not have no worries. How can 1,000 run away from one? You are that one. I'm speaking to myself right now. I'm giving myself encouragement. But I am that one. How can 2,000 run away from two? You feel me? So, truthfully speaking, what it's saying is that although you by yourself, right? You are by yourself, but there's no need to worry. But if there's two of you, you are even more of a dangerous person. So always find somebody you can tangle with. But be careful, because even there, still, it's a crazy scenario. Feel me? But you by yourself is more powerful than 1,000. So they're gonna need 1,000 just to match up to yourself. If you can make yourself a little stronger, then they're gonna need 2,000 just to match up against you. But if it's two of you, two, then they're gonna need 2,000. That's what the Bible is saying. Anybody that goes against the Son of God, yeah, you're gonna need 1,000 against that one individual. It's equivalent to it. But have no worries, man. These people ain't about nothing. The reason why they feel like they gotta do the thing that they're doing, guess what? Because they're actually afraid. Feel me? I already broke down the psychology of it. Do not be fooled. Steady. Make sure you understand the psychology of the mind. Feel me? I'm done talking. I'm tired of talking about these niggas, but sometimes I just gotta go and feel me. The Bible also said, man, keeping it real is better than you trying to nurse and try to just tell the truth. The truth is much better than you trying to pamper and tell a lie to people just to comfort them. I ain't say the Bible said it. You feel me? So he said, just tell it like it is. You don't have to sugarcoat it or any form or shape like that. You feel me? I have to. People, if they don't leave you alone, it's best that you just get on there and just tell the truth. They gonna feel mad and everything else, but they should have knew that was coming when they started this path that they was on. Damn. They should have knew that was coming when they started on this path that they wanted. Yeah, I lost a lot of minutes just talking. I don't even know where the minutes went. Yeah, got to. Once you get in premises, you know, selling yourself. Stop a lot. Eric Bell. Yeah, it's called the topic. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. I remember when I had that one. But you keep trying to steal a parking spot. She always try to steal it. Yeah. It's hard sometimes putting these masses on. I hate it. It actually could make me cough when I put them on. Someone left 5 cents for me. They mad because I didn't spend no money with them last night. I'm gonna start doing that more often. Anyway, another deviation. But there was so many things I had to. Yeah, I said I was tired of talking about them. But yeah, they do get tiring. But they're not worth it, man. Define me, man. You can say what you want about me. Call me whatever you want to call me. Because at the end of the day, The question define me has nothing to do with me. If I say define me and I define myself, it has everything to do with me. But if I say define me and you try to define me, it has everything to do with you. You have to understand that. And I will not repeat it. Just go back and rewind it if it sounds confusing to you. I'm gonna say it again to you, niggas. If I say define me and I define myself, it has everything to do with me. If I said define me and you try to define me, it has nothing to do with me, it has everything to do with you. You feel me? You can only define me from your perspective. Understand that. The way you see the world is from your understanding. You are calling it like the way you see it. It is projecting out of you. You can only call it the way you see it, basically. The way the picturing come in your head. You feel me? This is how you gonna call it. You feel me? And the things and the way everything that is modeled in front of you, anything that you see, everything that you take in is supposed to happen. This is you. This is who you are. The reason why if I was talking to somebody and I'm like, damn, she got a fat ass, that's what I decided to entertain. And at the same time, it could be, let's just say, it could be a job posting right next to those fat ass. But I decided not to see that, but I decided to see the fat ass. These are your thoughts. This is how you see it. So when I said define me, you cannot define nothing more than what you are. And that, you feel me? And it's that simple. So it doesn't necessarily mean say nice things about me and be a hypocrite. Just keep it real. And it really has nothing to do with me. Remember, it has everything to do with you, man. Remember that. That shit is funny to me. Because people still don't be understanding that shit. They be like, huh? Huh? What did he say? I was like, yo, you just gotta let it marinate. Let it sit in there for a little bit, man. It's just like you cooking, right? And if you rush the cooking sometimes, if you rush fish and you don't cook it properly, you could get a stomach upset. You could get, something could happen that's not good for you. That's the same thing with saying thoughts. If it has not been nurtured properly in your mind and it does not sit well with your mind, or you don't understand it right away, play with it. Just let it sit in your mind. Let it sit. Let it be there for a while. Let's see what you can do with it. You feel me? See it. Like, you feel me? Just let it sit in there and just let it be. Because God will always provide an answer to you. Like, every book that is written was written by a man. It wasn't written like even the Bible. We got all our ideas stemming from the Bible itself, but every book that was written by a man. Mitch Rennie came from the mind itself. So the mind will provide an answer for you even in your own life. What makes Albert Einstein's mind different from your mind? You are capable. You feel me? You are capable of doing what he did, and you are capable of thinking the way he thinks. You are capable of the person that you look up to. You are capable. You could be better than that person if you wanted to. You are capable. I know there's gonna be obstacles and people try to stop you. All that shit is good, but overcoming that is better. It's a bittersweet. You feel me? Anyway, man. When they show you hate, show them love. Because they're only trying to use me to escape a past that they did not like. Feel me? They're trying to escape a past that it's not of their fault. It could be something that they find in their grandparents. It could be a stereotypes. Feel me? There's a lot of things that's these things happen. Sometimes you fight things that has nothing to do with you. You like, damn, nigga, I just got into this world. Why the fuck am I being attached to somebody else's past? I have no idea of this person. But it's like, how do you take that in? Do you let it control you? Do you use that hurt that somebody's using against you? Do you You know what I mean? Do you use that hurt? Can you use that hurt? You can't use that hurt. Hurt people hurt people. You feel me? They even hurt their own by teaching them these things that they went through. So you gotta be careful when somebody's trying to hurt you. Just understand. Try to be a bigger person and step back and see it. But I understand what's going on right here. This person is truly hurt. You feel me? There's no reason why this person should have reacted the way they reacted. They're going through some post-traumatic. If we go through some post-traumatic stress or some menopause that some people be saying, no, some people in saying age be going through that shit. But you know, when I get up like this, it's time to go like a soldier, right on point. So yeah, understanding, understanding that they hurt, they fighting their own demons. So they're trying to outdo anybody just to get there. Anyway, man, it's over. I'm gonna go in. I always look at the definition of things and go back to the origin of sin, and you get to understand people's behavior. Look at the definition of the word and go back to the origin of the sin itself. And the origin of sin is in the Bible itself. So always do that. That helps you. It helps me understand a lot of the sinful behaviors that people do. You dig? Alright, man. I'm gonna go in here. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'll holler at you. Yeah. It's a long week, man. I might record halftime. Who that? Who that? I might record halftime. You know, I gotta let them know. I gotta let them have it. I give them hell every chance I get. Hell. Yeah.